Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing an update on the return of the Cupcake Man. That's right, Edp445 has officially tried to make a return back to YouTube. I've already talked about this a couple days ago, but there's a few updates I want to go over today. So the first thing I want to talk about is he has officially changed his YouTube name. It was originally Brian Moreland, which is his legal name. Now he's changed it to Big Cheese, I'm assuming, to try to escape YouTube a little bit better. I mean, it's pretty obvious if he names himself Brian Moreland that YouTube would be like, oh, well, this is just EDP on a, second channel or whatever. And as you guys know, EDP was banned off YouTube. He is clearly ban evading right now. He was banned over 3 years ago when he was caught trying to meet up with a 13-year-old girl by the CC unit and Chet Goldstein, which after that video became public, he very quickly got banned off YouTube for very obvious reasons. I mean, obviously YouTube doesn't want to associate with him anymore. So for the last 3 years, he's been kind of, sitting in the back, trying to go on different platforms because the dude is just addicted to the internet. And now he's officially made an attempt to try to make a YouTube channel. Now, in my original video, I said how this is pretty concerning since there's so many children on YouTube. Now, for some reason, some people didn't understand that concept. It is very dangerous for children on YouTube, yes, but when you have a predator coming back to the platform, he's only going to attract more children since, some of these kids aren't going to know who EDP is. It's been 3 years since the original incident, and not everyone knows about his ongoings behind the scenes so far. So, of course, children are going to find this big, funny dude, making poop jokes and making these jokes, and they're going to go follow him on Instagram and try to interact with him. It's unfortunately going to happen. Now, I also said how he is going to get some support, which is very obvious right now with the amount of subscribers he's gone in the last 2 days. He's almost at 3,000 subs in like 2 days since I made my video. When I made my original video, he was at like 400 subscribers, and his one video had like maybe 1,000 views. But now he's almost at 3,000 subs, and his one video is at 31,000 views, which is absolutely insane. Now, this video that I'm bringing up is a video of him trying to beg sympathy from people. Essentially, he's saying how, this is his attempt at YouTube, and he's sure it's going to fail because everything he does has been failing, and you should feel sorry for him, even though at the end of the day, this is all his fault. I mean, it's your fault why you were banned off YouTube. It's your fault why you keep getting banned off of different platforms. It's what you did is causing all these issues. It's not my fault. It's not YouTube's fault. It's nobody's fault why you keep getting banned. You know what I mean? And right now he is ban evading. He's clearly ban evading. YouTube does not want him on their platform, and he made an alt account to try to continue making content, which is just really sad, to be perfectly honest. But he is getting quite a lot of support. I mean, if you go to the comment sections, there are people dogging on him, obviously, which is good to see. But there's is the occasional comment of people like defending him and saying like welcome back king and all this stuff, completely forgetting what he did, as if there's a statute of limitation when it comes to grooming children. No, he's still a predator. He just groomed another minor less than a year ago, so he is still a massive danger. And I do need to remind you guys again, he is breaking terms and services. This is a bannable offense. I mean, they clearly don't want him on the platform. Now, his second video that he made, it's called These Broads Be On Some Wild Shit, and this was uploaded like 9 hours ago. I think it's sitting at like 5,000 views or something, and it's essentially him going on a massive incel rant. So now he's trying to please like the incel fandom as well, or the incel group, the sad lonely men, to come to his channel. So I'm only assuming he's going to get even more popular within the next couple days. Now, I hope his channel does get terminated. That's kind of what happens with his channel, and I don't want anyone feeling bad for him. He did this to himself, really, and I know it's the human part of us to feel bad for people like this. He's clearly desperate, to come back to YouTube, but he did this all to himself, right? So now that update's kind of over, I do want to go over some comments I've been seeing in my own comment section. There are people out there who are defending EDP. There are people out there who are welcoming him back, which, I mean, that's kind of a weird hill to die on. I mean, there's so many content creators out there that aren't predators, that you could go watch and defend. And why are you picking this dude? You know what I mean? Like this one says, oh my God, EDP445, my goat, you have returned my glorious king. I'm sure you could chop some of these up as being memes and people are kind of joking. But the ones in my comment section are getting a little bit ridiculous. Like this guy named user blah 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 blah. I'm feeling like this is just some sort of EDP alt account saying a big danger to a bunch of children. Like YouTube isn't already a dangerous place for children. When you got like over 20 videos on the man, definitely sounds like pettiness or stalkerish behavior, lol. Which I commented, but I'm going to say this in my video as well, is I said just because there's predators on the platform, we should just keep letting them on the platform. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? If we can prevent children from being groomed, we should. We should all available options to prevent this stuff from happening. But because YouTube's an already dangerous place, which I agree with, YouTube can be a dangerous place, so we're just going to accept a predator back and make it even more dangerous? That literally makes no sense. And also saying that I have over 20 videos on EDP, that is wrong. I have like 50 videos. And the reason why I make so many videos on EDP is because he keeps trying to make returns and he keeps trying to do little things that he thinks is going to go under the radar. And I make videos calling him out. That's literally what I do. I don't think it's stalkerish or like pettiness or whatever. At the end of the day, I just want to protect children, right? Like most commentary channels or most people who go against predators, they just want the protection of children. Yes, it does get me views, but I've said this countless times. When he gets arrested, I'm done talking about him. Let's say I was making 20 videos on Pokemon. Yeah, sure. Call me out, right? Like that's an excessive amount. But I'm literally making 20 plus videos on a predator. Why would anyone have an issue with that? Like, I'm just not understanding that. So I have another comment here that kind of irritated me where he said, just let the man make YouTube videos, bro. God damn. He didn't have sex with the girl. He wasn't arrested. Let the man live his life. You are very weird for saying over my dead body. You are dedicating your life to stopping a fat loner from making videos. Okay, well, obviously this is kind of an interesting statement, but the first thing I want to break down is saying he didn't have sex with the girl. This seems to be a defense for a lot of these people who try to defend like predators and stuff, especially with like Chris Hansen saying, oh, well, they didn't actually hook up with a minor. Well, yeah, true. They didn't have sex with a minor, but they were going to. There was intent there. He showed up at the meeting spot with the 13-year-old girl. Yes, the 13-year-old girl turned out to be Chet Goldstein and the CC unit, but the intent was there. He was there to have interactions with that child, right? So does that make it better, though, that he didn't? I think it's still bad, right? Not to mention he also groomed another minor where he asked her for nudes and sent nudes to her as well with the plans of meeting up when she turned 16. That is grooming. That is bad. You know what I mean? Also saying I am very weird for saying over my dead body because I said if he ever gets popular, it's going to be over my dead body. I think that's pretty okay for me to say. I'll actually die for the cause of protecting children. I think that's pretty normal. I think a lot of us have that instinct. I would actually rather, my channel get terminated and everything wrong happen to me in order to save a couple kids on YouTube. Right? Like that's just how I am. And I think a lot of us should think that way, and then also saying you are dedicated your life to stopping a fat loner from making videos. First of all, I don't dedicate my life to YouTube. I don't know. Does he mean the comment of over my dead body? Like he's acting like I don't have friends or I have a normal social life. I don't just do YouTube all the time. You know what I mean? And also I'm not making videos on a lonely dude, a fat loner. I'm making videos on a predator, a dangerous individual. Right? So I just don't understand why people are out here trying to defend EDP. It just seems like a weird hill to die on. And I'm sure we're going to get those kind of comments on this video as well. For whatever reason, people have issues with me making videos on EDP. I don't really know. I'm not really bothered by these comments. I'm just more sickened by the fact that there are people out there actually making these comments and think that they're in the moral high ground for trying to criticize me for going after a predator. But anyways, that's all I really want to talk about. If you guys want to go report his channel, I'll leave a link in the pinned comment if you guys want to go report it before this gets absolutely out of hand. A bunch of YouTubers, like bigger ones, are probably going to get a hold of this eventually. So his channel is probably going to die anyways, but I'd rather try to get it done now since, the more he stays on this platform, the more dangerous it is. But yeah, anyways, if you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. Everyone says I'm getting down too low. Everyone says you just gotta